Hi and welcome to another Stax video tutorial. This time we're going to have a look at adding some simple navigation to our application. What we're going to do is set up a link between two canvases in our Stax application and wire up the buttons so we can move between the pages. This is really quick and simple to do, so let's dive straight in. I've already loaded up my application, and as you can see I've got my next button ready and waiting for us to wire. So I'm going to click on the button, then I'm going to rename the button just as a nicety so I know what it does. Next the button, and then what I'm going to do is change the type to jump to canvas. Once I've selected the jump to canvas option, I now have a new drop down appear below, and it asks which page I want to jump to. So if I click the drop down, we can see we've got canvas 1 and canvas 2. These are the two pages that I currently have in the application. So we're currently on canvas 1, so it makes sense that we want to jump to canvas 2. So I'm going to click on the drop down and select canvas 2. And that's wired that button up. The next thing to do is to repeat the process on the second page. So move over and click on the back button. I'm going to name the button again to back button. And then I'm going to go down to the type option and say jump to canvas, and then select canvas 1. And that's wired the two buttons up to jump between both pages. Now what I can do to test it is enable the button in the Stax platform by going to the layers window, and there's a little grey box to the right of the button layer. If I left click in there once, we should see an active icon show up, and now what I can do is go back to the buttons in the platform and I can click on them and it will simulate the navigation for me. So with both the buttons wired up, I can now click back and forth between the pages, and this is exactly the way that it will work when you publish the application onto the internet. And that's all there is to adding navigation to your Stax application. I hope this was useful.